NIO shares are up over 21% today alone, trading at over $26. This company has seen a rapid surge after JPMorgan Chase announced a massive price target increase to $40 a share. They also increased it from a hold up to a buy, and their initial price target was set at $14, which has now been bumped up to $40. This has been one of the key factors that has bolstered investor confidence and has sent NIO shares climbing up over 21% in a single day. This company has been on fire, and you can see this rapid surge of over 20% today alone. Earlier this week, shares were being traded at around $21 to $22 range, but now up over $4 a share today alone. This company is on fire. They also announced some major headlines for the company that they have seen their 1 millionth battery swap, which is some huge news and shows that consumers are also growing and using their products and services, and that they can actually complete these power swaps at a high scale level. They've also seen rapid surge in their delivery numbers and have some nice new products and services on the market. NIO stock is an electric vehicle company based out of China right now. They have plans to expand outside of their native country over the next few years, but as of right now, they are only within China. They're an EV brand that has some nice sleek looking vehicles, and they offer various products and services. So what we're going to do today in this video is go over this huge surge for NIO, talk about some of their most recent news headlines and why this could have helped investor confidence and what kind of helped bolster up this gain of over 21% today alone, and this new price target set from JPMorgan. So as you know everyone, I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market. We go over different stocks you can buy and sell within a portfolio, and of course we discuss any major market news like we're doing today with this huge surge in price from NIO, and they are up over 21%, which is absolutely incredible. They're setting new all-time highs today, and this news that this increase in price target really shows that some top firms are getting behind the company and believe it can grow and become a rival to companies like Tesla down the road. So at the time of this reporting, right when the market opened this morning, NIO shares were up over 17%, but as the day progressed, they continue to climb and are up over 21% today. We're going to go over their record high delivery numbers in this video as well, and it actually states here that in the third quarter, they delivered over 12,000 vehicles, which is a new record for the company as well. NIO has also been making some nice news is because they actually completed their 1 millionth battery swap. So essentially what NIO does is they of course sell and produce electric vehicles, and they have a battery that is of course rechargeable. So instead of going to somewhat like a supercharger where you drive up and you park your car for 20 to 30 minutes to recharge, NIO offers this service where you pull up and they actually take out your existing battery in your vehicle and give you a new fully charged battery, and the service takes under 5 minutes. They average about 3 to 4 minutes per battery swap, which is much faster than the traditional Tesla-like power service station where you go, you park up your car, and you have to wait for 20 to 30 minutes at a supercharger. So this is the new innovation, and they finally completed their 1 millionth power swap earlier this month. So this is a huge news and accomplishment for the company. This milestone actually sent shares even higher once that was announced. So we're going to go over this news and what it kind of means for NIO. It just kind of shows that these power swap stations are growing in demand. They've expanded to 155 stations from previously having 131, and NIO vehicles have been driven for over 1 billion kilometers. So compared to a lot of other EV brands on the market, which only have prototypes, don't really have any sales or revenue, and really aren't generating any type of income whatsoever and actually have no usage on the road, NIO is actually a competitor to a company like Tesla that has real-world experience. Now they have over 1 billion kilometers of NIO vehicles being driven on the road, which is a huge milestone. They've also seen over 1 million hours of their driving in their NIO Pilot system. So similar to Tesla's autopilot, NIO's got a self-driving feature as well called NIO Pilot, and they've seen over 1 million hours and 70 million kilometers of journey on this new feature, which is great to see. And their top user has actually used NIO Pilot for over 60,000 kilometers. So this is huge news, and the company continues to expand, and why this battery as a swap service is kind of big, kind of a nice profit potential for the brand is because it can reduce the price of an electric vehicle by over $10,000. So the battery is the most expensive part of an EV company and an EV car, and NIO, with this new platform and this battery swap stations, can actually sell a car without a battery. So they announced plans where they can reduce the price of a new EV car by over $10,000 by not even including the battery in the purchase price. Instead, the consumer can actually subscribe to the battery as a swap service where they can get so many battery swaps at the swap stations per month, so they actually don't own a battery in their car. They're given one at the start during purchase, and when that battery runs out, they go to a swap station and get swapped out for a new one, however many times they need a month, and they just pay a monthly subscription service to use that. So instead of paying that $10,000 fee up front, it reduces that price in the car, and investors and actual consumers can get in for much cheaper. We have some milestones for NIO here on the screen. Their power swaps actually debuted in 2017, and of course, they only had a few at that time. They initially opened more and more power swap stations as time went on, but in May 25th, 2020, they completed their 500,000th battery swap. And in a matter of a few months, they went from end of May 2020 to the beginning of October 2020, so a matter of about 4 months, 3 to 4 months, they did 1 million power swaps. So they doubled their total that took around over 2 years to achieve, and they doubled it in a matter of 3 months. And of course, it's like the snowball effect. Long-term investing, you can see compound growth, the snowball effect grows. As more people are purchasing their vehicles, as they get more swap stations opened and the company expands, they are able to do more swaps at a high, faster rate than ever before. And that is being shown here because on October 5th, they did their 1 millionth power swap. They also have a new interesting model where they will actually bring you power wherever you need to be. So if you have a vehicle and you forget to charge and you run out of battery somewhere, or if you don't have time to swap at a swap station or actually charge it up, you can pay for NIO Power Mobile. So essentially this blue car here from NIO will come to wherever your physical car is located and give you a charge. This is a mobile power bank that will actually come deliver either a full charge, a semi-charge, whatever it need be. And for 10 minutes of charging, it provides 100 kilometers of range. So depending on where you need to go in what period of time, you can actually have a mobile power bank come to you and charge up your vehicle wherever it sits. So it's another very interesting model from NIO in order to, of course, generate some revenue and actually get people into the EV space. Because one big threat to a lot of people that keeps them out of EV is that what happens if they're out and they forget to charge and they run out of battery? Or what happens if they want to go on a long road trip and there's no swap stations or superchargers along the way? This is a model right here where NIO will actually bring you power to your vehicle wherever it sits, that I believe is going to help get that fear of running out of charge or being stranded somewhere because you run out of battery out of people's heads and allow people to kind of transition easier into an EV model because they know worst case scenario, someone will come and bring them power wherever they need it. NIO also set record monthly sales in the month of September, and this company has seen a nice job of growing sales year over year, each and every month and each and every quarter. They actually sold more than 4,700 vehicles in the month, which is absolutely incredible. And if you take a look at how many vehicles NIO has sold so far, each and every month they are beating previous year's numbers. You can see here in August, where we have around 3 years worth of data, each and every year significant increases in vehicles sold, and I believe that trend will continue over a longer period of time. In total, this year alone, they've sold 26,000 vehicles, which is up over 114% year over year. And in total for the entire company since initiation, they have sold over 58,000 vehicles, which just shows this is a brand, of course, that is competitive in this market. Of course, they are not at Tesla's level just yet. Tesla has sold hundreds of thousands of vehicles, but they are actually considered somewhat of a competitor because compared to some of the other hype EV brands that really have sold dozens, not hundreds, not 50 plus, like single digit vehicles, NIO has some track record. They have over 1 billion kilometers driven, and they have some expected sales growth over the next few years as well. So the company is up over 1,200% over the past year, which is absolutely insane. 1 year ago, shares are being traded in the $1.50 range, up of course to over $26 today, with a $30 billion market cap on this brand, you can see there are a lot of ups and downs over this rise, but a continuous long-term trend upward into the green. So that's kind of a NIO stock update today. We went over their most recent milestones, what they've been hitting, their 1 millionth Bowers swap, and of course, we just talked about this massive growth in today's share price alone, up over 21% today after we saw some nice bullish perspective from JPMorgan Chase, set a $40 price target on this stock and actually increased it from a hold up into a buy. So another EV company to keep your eye on. There's a lot of hype companies out there that hear a lot of potential. There's some that are going to fail, some that are going to grow, and this is just an industry to overall believe in if you are bullish on electric vehicles and believe they will be the go-to over the next 5+ years. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. I am the Gen Z Investor, and see you in tomorrow's video.